Welcome back to my channel, Tara. Today, I have a story that will make you question everything you think you know about trust, family, and betrayal. This is a story from my Clara's Life Stories series. Police cuffs clamped around her wrists and my father's voice cut through the chaos. "She forged everything! Take her away!" I watched, numb, as they dragged Elena, still in her wedding gown, off the church steps. My name is Landon Reed, and in that instant, I ceased being my family's obedient son. Just an hour earlier, I had married the woman I thought I'd spend forever with. Elena and I had faced disapproval, quiet whispers, and veiled insults at every family gathering. Yet she stayed steadfast, calm, graceful. But outside the church, all that vanished. Police officers were waiting. A warrant. My father, holding a folder like it was a key to justice, accused her of stealing from my company, forging client signatures, months of fraud. I froze. "What are you talking about? She's never set foot in your office." "They have your login, Landon. Digital records confirm it," one officer replied. Elena's tears streamed silently. "I don't even know your system. Please, you have to believe me." My mother was silent, my brother's arms crossed. Nobody spoke in her defense. I stepped forward. "You're making a mistake. This is personal, not legal." One officer's tone was firm. "We have probable cause." Her gaze met mine. Betrayal, not anger. I didn't chase them. I didn't scream. I simply memorized every detail of my father's smug expression, the slight twitch by his eye, the crooked tie. He thought he had won. I left and drove straight to Callie, Elena's best friend, and a sharp corporate defense attorney. Her eyes widened when she saw me. "Elena's been arrested," I said flatly. "My father orchestrated it." Without hesitation, she said, "Get in, we fight." That night, we worked relentlessly. I gave her access to everything: bank records, emails, company archives. I knew my father's patterns: years of silencing others with intimidation, legal loopholes, NDAs. But I had also seen his weaknesses. By dawn, Callie had a file that stunned us both. Months before I proposed, my father had rerouted client funds into a shadow shell company and had used my employee ID to make it look like Elena was responsible. The Wi-Fi trail was falsified. "He framed her," I whispered. Callie nodded grimly. "She was collateral. They used her to cover their own tracks." Step 1. Counterclaims for malicious prosecution and digital fraud. Step 2. Deliver evidence to someone my father couldn't bribe: the FBI. Before the day ended, I walked into my father's office alone. He looked up, confused. "Here to apologize?" he asked. I dropped a folder on his desk. "No, the federal investigation has already begun." His face faltered. "You think the feds care about your vendetta?" "They care when the financial trail hits federal contracts," I replied. His expression cracked. Greed had blinded him. Shortcuts had left him exposed. "You ruined your career," he spat. "No, you ruined my wife," I said. By week's end, Elena was released. The FBI cleared her after a single interview. My brother was suspended. My mother received a subpoena. And I kept feeding the evidence anonymously to the press. Headlines erupted: "Elite financial family under federal investigation." A handwritten dinner invitation arrived. I knew it was a trap, but I went anyway. The private restaurant, dim candlelight, a final confrontation. He slid a thick envelope across the table. "Drop everything. Investigation, leaks, this is yours. One payout, no questions." I didn't touch it. "Bribery isn't forgiveness," I said. "This isn't betrayal, it's containment," he insisted. "She's my wife, she's not beneath me," I said. "No legacy, no pedigree. Love doesn't pay debts," he snarled. "I'm done carrying your name," I said. "We've signed the papers. She's mine, legally." Shock crossed his face. I left, leaving him simmering. Days later, federal raids dismantled the empire he built. My father disqualified from federal contracts, my brother disgraced, my mother indicted, and the firm erased from client directories. I didn't celebrate. I sat with Elena, letting the weight ease slowly. "Do you feel anything for them now?" she asked softly. "Pity," I said. but not enough to stop. Then came a journalist's call. I gave a quote. Family doesn't mean immunity. It means responsibility. The world saw the truth. Finally, we returned to the courthouse, this time to file a restraining order against my family. No more silenced victims. No more unchecked power. Our life became ours. Simple, honest, ours. Elena returned to her clinic work. I started a small ethical finance firm, and though the Reed name lingered in scandals, we were free. The last verdict arrived via email. Full conviction for my father. Civil liability recommended. Permanent disqualification. My brother barred from the industry. My mother awaiting sentencing. I closed the laptop, finally letting go. I didn't toast. I didn't gloat. I simply held Elena's hand. Justice had been served, not for revenge, but for truth.